Welcome back to the 21 Boom Guided Meditation Series. This is Coach Feeney. Um, so, burnout isn't an individual problem, it's a collective challenge and a byproduct of unkind systems in our world. The good news is that these systems are created by people, which means they can be updated. We put for today, we're going to focus on relief and restoration when you're teetering on the edge of burnout. So, this is meant to take you from me, connect with your practice, to we, connect with your relations, to us, engage in the unique ways that are available to you. I hope this relief helps you nourish your awareness, bring kind curiosity to your thoughts and experiences, and receive the care you deserve. Restoring ourselves can start with the recognition that we are all naturally mindful. And when you intentionally tune into thoughts and emotions for a few moments each day, you're reminding your busy brain how to cultivate calm and presence. Stress often arises from stories we create in our minds. So we're going to try a inquiry practice to shift our perspectives. Beneath every stressful emotion sits a thought that may or may not actually be true. Once you question the validity of the thought, the accompanying stress in the mind and body starts to fall away. That's the basic insight of the practice of inquiry. The simple act of questioning the thoughts that shape our reality, especially when they create stress, anger, or frustration, opens the door to living a life with more compassion, ease, and openness to new possibilities. You can integrate this practice into everyday life, standing in line at the grocery store, waiting for your plane to take off, or waiting for a doctor's appointment, with the simple steps of notice, shift, and rewire. Like letting the air out of a tire, inquiry is an inner technology for gradually deflating the beliefs and stories that create stress in our lives. So, to practice now, we begin by closing our eyes. And the first step is notice. Notice when you feel upset or irritated, and use these emotions as your reminder to take a step back and shift out of your ordinary habits. Shift your perspective. Once you notice that you're caught in a stressful emotion, shift by asking a reframing question like, how does this situation support my learning and growth? How would my rebellious adolescent self view this situation? Or how would my best self respond to this? This question might open new possibilities. It might even lead you to feel excited instead of overwhelmed by the challenge. Rewire, take just 15 seconds to savor this alternative perspective. Remember that this simple practice is activating new neural pathways in the brain. See if you can stay with the experience to strengthen this new habit. Feel the freedom of noting your thoughts and emotions, then releasing them as they shift like clouds in the sky. Our mental habits can be both useful and far from useful. In order to tell the difference, we first have to notice them. While practicing mindfulness, we guide ourselves out of reactive stress mode and pause. From there, we observe how we think more clearly without judging ourselves as flawed for whatever we find. We can set new intentions moving forward with ease and even a little kindness. So, in the next practice, we sit for a moment and note thoughts as they come and go, just as we might lie back in the grass on a warm autumn day and watch the sky. Later, you may choose to problem solve or run with a creative idea you had during this practice, but for just a few minutes, we let it all slide, give ourselves a mental rest, and observe the thoughts as they pass by. Take a few moments right now to observe your thoughts with your eyes closed. As thoughts surface, ask yourself, is it true? Negative thoughts might arise, I'm not good enough to handle this, or if I don't get my act together, not going to get a promotion. But are those things true? So much of what feels fixed or permanent turns out to be assumption, conjecture, or fantasy. After you've asked yourself, is this true, of a particular thought, see if you can then gently let the thought go. Note the directions your mind tends toward. Are there specific storylines you tell yourself or thoughts? Are you bored? Are you hungry? Are you thinking about the past? Are your thoughts about the future? Become aware of storylines, then note them as habits. Let go of your thoughts, touch in, and then gently let them roll on by. All right. And slowly and gently, you can start to open your eyes and wiggle your extremities like your fingers and your toes and come out of the meditation when you're ready. And thank you very much for choosing to be here with me this evening. I will see you again next week. Take care. Have a good night.